What is an annoying myth people still believe? You have to wait 24 hours before filing a missing persons report. You can detox your body from toxins and parasites by drinking certain teas or taking some weird medication. Repeated diarrhea and frequent urination doesn't indicate toxins leaving your body. Your liver and kidneys do the job. If your liver is not functioning or you have a kidney disorder, obviously you need help, but it won't be teas that someone on Instagram is boasting about. People think bats are blind. They aren't. That if you touch a baby bird, its mother will abandon it because of the smell. Birds actually have a very crappy sense of smell. Undercover cops have to tell you they're cops. Fish only have a 5-second memory. My fish are fed automatically on a timer and they know dinner time better than my goddamn cat. MSG. A lot of people still believe it's basically poison. It's no more harmful than regular salt. Cracking your knuckles makes them bigger, gives you arthritis. This is an ongoing battle between myself and my older coworkers. The highest tax rate means your entire income is taxed at that rate. That certain animal parts have healing, magical properties. Like tiger whiskers protect the wearer or rhino horn cures impotence and hangovers. That cutting your hair off makes it grow in thicker. The Great Wall of China is the only man-made structure visible from space. First of all, it's not, and second, other ones are. That companies can't say that you were fired, or why you were fired, by law. Daddy longlegs are venomous, poisonous but too small to bite you. They're not. That myth about how NASA invented ballpoint pens for space while the USSR just used pencils. Basically completely untrue. Many people still believe hymens are like plastic food seals that cover up the hole and get popped when you have sex for the first time, and if a girl doesn't bleed she's not a virgin. Not sure if this fits here exactly, but the McDonald's hot coffee lawsuit being a frivolous case filed by a money-hungry customer. That poor lady was a real victim who suffered legitimate injuries who only wanted her medical costs covered. People with OCD just repeatedly wash their hands and like things clean and organized. This is how it presents in some people. There is so much more to this mental illness that people aren't aware of that lead to people not getting diagnosed or help. Driving with interior lights on at night will get you arrested. At some point, a viral video allegedly proved that the beg buttons at crosswalks are just placebos. Some of them are, but most of them really do add a cycle for pedestrians to get a walk signal. You should use them regardless. Serious, non-Americans of Reddit, what is something about America you admire? If you guys want, you can go to pretty much any climate without a passport. You have tropical, desert, oceanside, lakeside, mountains, etc., etc. The Smithsonian museums. Very cool and very fun to walk around and see. And they're free. National parks. Drinking fountains everywhere. And nearly all public toilets are free. The amount of nature. Mountains, forests, valleys, deserts, waterfalls, etc. Where I live we got a few hills and there's no place anywhere in the country that is completely untouched or so far from a civilization that you can't hear traffic, etc. King's Hawaiian sweet rolls. How madly diverse it is. Admittedly I've only seen it on TV, but the fact that the Bronx and Texas are the same country is mind-boggling. Southern cuisine, from barbecue all the way to Creole-type stuff. You guys know how to eat down there. This is nice. I usually only see people shitting on my country. I love you all. Your national parks. There are so many parks that I want to visit down there. Hopefully soon after the border restrictions pass. The scale and grandeur. I'm used to nature being small, but everything in America is bigger storms, bigger mountains, bigger horizons. Even the sky seems more. People in America are casually dealing with everything from alligators to bears, pitching tents on the sides of cliffs and walking their dogs through literal wilderness. I genuinely feel like a hobbit watching Aragorn saunter through Middle-earth like it's nothing while I've never been beyond the end of Farmer Maggot's farm before. I love it. The arts. Jazz, rhythm and blues, the early rock and roll that inspired the British invasion. The authors. The films. Their landscapes fucking slap. Oh, and air condition is just a thing. Entrepreneurial spirit. In a lot of countries, including my own, failing at a business you started is seen very negatively, to the point most people will never try, as opposed to the USA where a business failing is seen as a normal part of the process and you just keep trying, taking the lessons you learned forward. Americans always know how to get a conversion going. Hey, where are you from? And then they are genuinely interested in hearing the answer even if perhaps they've never heard of that place. They are great at small talk, and friendly. Doesn't matter if it is fake, sometimes, e.g. the waitress. It is still a skill to be that friendly and welcoming, in my opinion. They make people feel like $1,000,000. New York City. Hot dogs. Your friendliness. Hollywood. Yellowstone. Baseball. Ford GT. Road trips. Coke. NASA. Southern barbecue. Burgers. Yosemite. Your infectious love of the outrageous. Jaws. Your love of English accents. Winking face. Harrison Ford. Rock and fucking roll. Nike. Magic Mountain. Pamela Anderson. Red Vines. The video games, animation industries. Dr. Pepper. Maine lobster rolls. Skateboarding. Ralph Lauren. The Sopranos. Jack FM. Baskin Robbins. Car park cookouts. Wakeboarding. Ruby's Diner. Long Island, iced tea. Eddie Murphy. Technological innovation. Seoul. Southern California. Star Wars. Bronco Jeeps. Key lime pie. The amount of food I received. It's like each state is a whole different country and I'd like to visit them all. Fruity Pebbles. The power and quality of their film and TV industry. They can make dreams and fantasies come to life. Jurassic Park to me as a child was like all my dreams had come true.